Hey guys, welcome back. And if this is your first time joining us, welcome. Today we got a special video planned, a really exciting one. Today we're going to talk about cards at their ungraded value versus their PSA 10 value and why these cards should be graded. So if you have one of these cards or you see one and it's looking really nice and really minty, you want to send it off to get graded, hey, I'm gonna give you a list of some that give you the most increase of value from a raw card all the way up to a PSA 10. And for the purpose of this video, we're just gonna talk about PSA 10s. I know there's a lot of grading companies that you guys use. We use a lot of different ones too, but we're just gonna keep it simple and PSA for this time, since generally they do have the highest value when it comes to a 10, unless you're dealing with like a Beckett Black Label, but that's for another story. Okay, so this card is the Magikarp number 203 from Paldea Evolved. Like I said, the ungraded price on this card is $50. And as you work your way up to like a grade 9, you're looking at $76. But a PSA 10 is insane at $325 right now. So this card's value goes up like, what was that, almost 7 times. Now, grading at PSA, the pricing may vary depending on if you got some kind of membership or you send a whole lot of cards in, but generally most people aren't going to do that. But we're looking at about $30 a card. It says about 20 on the website or 25, but by the time you include all the shipping and shipping back to you, plus the insurance and stuff like that, we sent off 10 cards last time and it was $300 in total. So you got to keep that in mind that you're going to have to add about $30 to the value of this card when you're figuring that price out. So guys, what a great pickup. This card, I do not think we'll send it in because it is a little off-centered. Plus, when we opened this, I dropped it face down on the floor. So sad, because I was wanting to pull this card for a long time. And we finally did. I was just so excited. Now we're going to move on to Iono. So this is the Iono SIR number 269, also from Paldea Evolved, which is weird that there's going to be 2 cards on this list from Paldea Evolved with it being such a new set and all. But this card, you know, raw is $69. You can buy it for about that price. But a PSA 10 would give you $350. So what a great way to make some money off this card if you're into that kind of stuff. You know, we don't do a lot of selling. We just kind of collect for us. You know, we open a lot of cards on this channel, and a lot of the stuff, full arts and stuff like that, I usually just kind of bundle into lots and sell them on eBay that way. Don't really make a lot of money, don't really make a profit at all, but just a way to kind of move cards out. That way we can fund the channel for future videos, because opening cards is very expensive. So if you can make a couple $100s off an Iono card like this, yeah, go for it. You know, it's amazing. In all the Scarlet and Violet era, all the chase cards, we pulled like 4 of them of each one, except Iono is the only one that we just pulled, the one and only one that we have. This card might go into our next grading submission. It does look pretty decent. It may be a tad bit off-centered, but I think it still might make a cut. And also, when you're trying to decide on kind of what cards to grade, there's lots of good tutorials on YouTube that can kind of go over that, like what to look for and stuff like that. So we won't really cover that too much today. But again, in the comments, if you do have any questions, I would be happy as can be to help you out with that the best I can. I mean, I can't see your cards or nothing, but you know, or maybe guide you in the right direction. So up next is a card that looks a lot like the Magikarp card here, guys, because it's by the same person, the same artist. These cards are so cool. I can't wait. I kind of want to get these both graded together, but I kind of want to wait till we get a better Magikarp, because this one is in really, really good shape. But let's go over the raw price of this card, which is very expensive, and we'll compare it to the PSA 10, which is also pretty expensive too. So guys, this is a fascinating card, a very hard card to pull, but we ended up pulling this thing out of like some $10 tin from Walmart, and I don't think I've ever seen Spencer so excited. But this card right here, right now, the price is dropping on this thing pretty heavily. This was $300 card not too long ago. Now we're clear down to $250 for an ungraded copy, which you could pick up maybe even for a little less right now, maybe around 200 if you're lucky. But again, you need to kind of take the condition into consideration too. When you're spending that kind of money on a card, looking to get it graded, because the PSA 10 on this bad boy is $600. So you're looking at $350 profit on this if that was the route you wanted to take with this. You know, even at a 9.5 on a BGS, you're still looking at $520. So if you were to use that grading company, huge profit margin in this. Like all these cards have that we've shown so far have, you know, at least $200 to almost $300 in value right here. So I think next on our list, we're going to talk about this alternate art Gengar Vmax. So this bad boy is the chase card from Fusion Strike, and this is an awesome card. This one is in perfect condition. We might send this one in to BGS and maybe hopefully get a black label. This thing is just really nice. Centering's really good. Surface is really good. Again, like this card ungraded right now, you can pick up for about $160, $170. But as we move on to the graded copies, we're looking at $373. So we're looking at a profit of over 200 bucks if we were to buy this card, get it graded, and sell it. Again, like I said, that's not really our thing here, but I just kind of want to put the information out in case there's anybody who may have this card just sitting around and you don't really want it. You know, you could turn a nice profit on it if you are lucky, because, you know, it's always a gamble getting a card graded too. I've sent in stuff, I thought there's no way this thing's not going to get a PSA 10, and it comes back in a 9, and it really kind of stinks. But next we're going to talk about the 151 chase card Charizard EX. I gotta say, this is a beautiful card. I really love the 151 artwork, especially on the SIRs. But this guy is about $120, $130 raw card that you can pick up right now, or you can pull it yourself from a 151. It actually wasn't very hard for us. We ended up pulling 4 of these, but you kind of got to watch out. We had a few that had a little kind of factory damage up here that kind of took the whole grading out of contention, which is fine because, you know, we got one to put in our binder. So that's all good. That thing can just stay in there. But this card, like I said, 120, 130. But look at this PSA 10, guys. We're talking $512. That's a huge increase of almost $400 if this thing were to be graded and come back in a PSA 10. Like I said, Spencer would never ever sell any of his kind of alternate art chase cards, and he's got quite a bit of them. And these are like his babies, so there's literally no way we're ever going to sell these. But I think over time we're going to get a lot of them graded, just to have them kind of in the slab and protected, because, you know, we get these out quite a bit to make videos with and stuff. So it'd be nice to have them in a hard case, protected from all the elements. It's just a good way to keep collectibles safe. You know, I know not everybody's really into grading. But like I said, we enjoy doing it. We have fun. And I think for our next card, we're going to talk about Tyranitar. Now, this might go on record as being a huge, if not the most money you can make from a standard ungraded card, moving on up to a PSA 10. In this case, this card is you can find it for around $20 right now. We're looking at $19.95 on the ungraded. As you move up, even the grade 9, no, but PSA 10, $177. So that's you make $144 off of a $20 card, or $157 off this. This is what, like 8-9 times price increase on this thing. So if you can find one like this, it's in really good shape, really good condition, packed fresh. This thing was pulled and put right into a sleeve and a hard plastic piece right here, a top loader. You know, this is definitely going in our next submission, especially with the prices like this. Now, this is the market right now, guys. So the market may go up and down with some of these cards. I'm really trying to just kind of focus on some of the newer cards. Cards that sets that are kind of available right now that you can pick up at the store without, you know, spending a lot of money on packs and ETBs and stuff of like some of the older Sun and Moon stuff. So we're just kind of going from like Brilliant Stars, which came out like 2 years ago, forward into these new modern sets. So what should we do next? All right, guys. We'll wrap this up soon. We'll just talk about Evolving Skies. And guys, there's a lot of cards in here uh, that make the cut. We'll just talk about a few of them. This one is one that we do not have. This is one, guys. We have been trying so hard to pull this thing, and we have this fake one here that a buddy of ours gave us. Haha, funny. But yeah, you're looking at this card. Like the money, you're still paying a lot for an ungraded version, but in the PSA 10, we're looking at almost $800. And of course, this thing is fluctuating. It looks like it's starting to come down, but there for a while, back in like October last year, you're looking at $1,300 for this in a PSA 10. Even in the BGS 9, the price is still going strong. You know, overall, these Sword and Shield alternate art cards prices all really have been going down. There's a few that are kind of going against the grain and making increasing in value on these. But this one right here is definitely one to get. Now, if you got a really nice one, this would be something you probably want to send into Beckett and get a black label, because you're looking at, you know, probably $4,000 or $5,000. I think we'd have to check the price on those. But those are going for a lot more. Those really pristine, perfect copies of the Umbreon. This Rayquaza Vmax, which would be the second card in the set, probably like the third highest value card in the Sword and Shield era right now, looking at about $340 for a PSA 10 versus $211 for the ungraded copy. Okay, one last honorable mention is this really cool Leafeon VMAX from Evolving Skies. The ungraded price on this thing is still hovering around $130. And in the PSA 10, we're looking at about $209 right now. So not as big of a jump as some of the other cards. And even this set right here, Evolving Skies. But anyway, guys, I really hope this video kind of helps you out and maybe kind of points you in the right direction if you're having any questions or thoughts about possibly grading some cards, but you weren't sure like if the money was there, if the value was in there. So remember, guys, like and subscribe, click that bell icon, and you'll get notified every time that we post new videos on the channel. We mainly do a lot of card openings and stuff like that, kind of fun stuff. Lots of fun shorts, guys. If you don't watch our shorts, check them out. We try to make them really funny and entertaining. And then, of course, we do some informative videos like this occasionally, too. These seem to do pretty well, so we'll keep doing these. I really enjoy doing these. Really enjoy spending some time with you guys. Remember, drop a like, leave a comment. Guys, talk about whatever you want. Ask us questions, ask other people questions, guys. Just get involved. Really like to make this like a nice little community where everybody can kind of share ideas and stuff like that. So we will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.